Okay, so we've got a good one today, folks. The last message story.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely creepy.
I was hooked just reading the listener submission.
Right, like the moment it's like Eldridge and those Whispering Woods.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm already like, okay, I'm in.
Definitely.
I'm in, but also like I don't want to be there.
That's the best kind of horror, right? It's like
Yeah.
that car crash you can't look away from.
Exactly. And this story, it's like it knows how to push those buttons.
It really
Like
does.
every town has that one place,
Oh,
right? Where
absolutely.
you're told to stay away from,
I
especially after dark.
Yeah, it's practically in the rule book of life, right?
Yeah.
Avoid the creepy woods,
Yeah.
especially if they have a name like Whispering Woods.
Oh, yeah. It's trouble waiting to happen.
Exactly. And it's that old saying, you know, curiosity killed the cat.
Right. And our protagonist in this story, Lila, she is definitely curious.
Yeah, she's not just curious, she's like drawn to these woods.
It's like the more people tell her to stay away, the more she's like, hold my drink, I'm going in.
And that right there is the basis for so much great horror. It's that irresistible urge to see what's hidden, to uncover the truth, even if it means putting yourself in danger.
Well, and it's also that thing of like, rules are meant to be broken.
Right.
Like, how many horror movies start with a group of teenagers ignoring the no trespassing signs?
Too many to count. But that's what makes it so relatable. We all have that little rebellious streak that wants to peek behind the curtain.
Totally. And the author here, they set the scene perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
A foggy autumn evening in Eldridge.
Like, come on, does it get any creepier than that?
Seriously, it's like something out of a gothic novel.
Right. Autumn itself already has that feeling of things dying off, you know?
Yeah.
The air is colder, the leaves are falling.
Yeah.
And then you add in the fog.
Which is like nature's way of saying you can't see what's coming for you.
Exactly. It's like the story itself is warning you to turn back.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And speaking of warnings, that's when Lila starts hearing them. Whispers.
See, now that's just playing dirty.
Right. Not just any whispers, but whispers asking for help.
See, that's what gets me. It's one thing to hear spooky noises in the woods, but voices, human voices, that's a whole other level of creepy.
Totally. It's like that primal fear of not knowing if someone's in trouble or if your mind is just playing tricks on you.
It's like that feeling you get when you think you see someone out of the corner of your eye, but when you turn to look, there's no one there.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst. Especially in a place like the Whispering Woods.
Right. You're already on edge,
Hmm.
and then you add in these disembodied voices. It's brilliant.
Yeah, the author knows how to build suspense, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. They're playing us like a fiddle.
And just when you think Leela might turn back,
Head back to the land of common sense.
Exactly. She keeps going deeper into the woods.
It's like those sirens in those old Greek myths, you know, luring sailors to their doom with their beautiful voices.
Oh man, don't even get me started on sirens.
But it's that same kind of pull, right? Even though she's terrified, she's drawn to these whispers.
Okay, now you're just messing with me. That's straight out of a nightmare.
But that's what makes it so good.
And it's not just the whispers, right? The author bombards us with all these vivid descriptions.
Oh, yeah, the sensory details are off the charts.
Right. The smell of damp earth, the decaying leaves.
That thick, heavy atmosphere.
It's like you can practically feel the fog closing in around you.
And that's what sets great horror apart.
Yeah.
It's not just telling you it's scary. It's about making you feel like you're right there with the character.
Exactly. Like you can practically feel the hair standing up on the back of your neck.
Tooth bumps.
And just when you think it can't get any creepier, Leela stumbles upon it.
Oh, no. You know it's coming, don't you?
A dilapidated cabin.
Of course. It's like a horror movie cliche, but in a good way.
Right. Like it's something you've seen a million times before. But it still gets you every time.
Because it plays on those deep-seated fears. The unknown, the darkness.
And that sense of, oh, hell no. When you realize the cabin door, it's creaking open as if inviting her inside.
Like something wants her to come in.
Or maybe something wants her to be trapped.
Either way, it's not good.
Not good at all. I've seen enough horror movies to know that going into that cabin, that's probably a bad idea.
Right. It's like rule number 1 of survival horror. Don't go in the creepy abandoned building.
But Leela, she's like, what could go wrong?
And that's the thing about fear, right? It can be a powerful motivator.
Or in this case, maybe not so much a motivator, as like a really bad tour guide.
Because sometimes that curiosity, it's like a siren song.
And you know me, I'm all about facing your fears, but this cabin, I'm getting some serious red flags.
Well, think about it from Lila's perspective.
Right.
She's heard these voices, these whispers, begging for help.
And she's seen that creepy message on the mirror. Get out before it's too late.
Exactly. So maybe part of her thinks there's someone or something
Mhm.
trapped inside that needs her help.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. It's like that classic horror trope, the damsel in distress, except in this case it's more like a spooky cabin in distress.
Right. And we're wired to want to help people in need, even if those people might be ghosts or, whatever's lurking in those woods.
Okay, so maybe Lila's not entirely crazy for going inside, but I gotta say, the author does not make it easy for her.
Oh no, the tension just keeps ramping up.
Right.
Please.
The moment she steps inside that cabin, the door slams shut behind her.
Classic.
I know, right? It's like the story is saying, all right, you're in too deep now.
No escape.
Exactly. And then those whispers, they start to change. They're not begging for help anymore.
Oh no, what are they doing now?
It's like they're angry, almost like they're threatened by her presence.
Oh, that's so much worse.
Right. It's like she stumbled into something she wasn't supposed to see.
And now whatever it is, it's not happy about it.
And to make matters even worse, that antique mirror that Lila saw the message in,
The one with the creepy message.
yeah, that one, it starts doing some seriously freaky stuff.
Like what? Not just showing a reflection anymore, is it?
Nope. Instead of her own reflection, Lila starts seeing these fleeting glimpses of other people.
Other people, like who?
That's the thing we don't know. They're described as like shadowy figures. Their faces are obscured.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Right. It's like they're trapped inside the mirror.
Oh man, it's like something out of a Clive Barker story.
Totally. And their voices, they start blending with those whispers.
So it's like a chorus of despair now.
Yeah. Yeah, but with an extra layer of like, get us out of here, desperation.
And you're telling me this isn't even the climax of the story yet.
Oh, we're just getting started.
I am not prepared for this.
Just wait till you hear what happens next. So there, Lila is trapped in this cabin, right?
Surrounded by angry whispers and creepy mirror people.
It's like something out of my worst nightmares.
Yeah, it's definitely a no thanks situation.
But then she does something completely unexpected.
Oh, what's that?
Instead of just like, panicking,
Yeah.
she grabs the nearest thing she can find.
Okay, what is it? A weapon. A crucifix.
A candlestick.
A candlestick.
Yeah, like a heavy silver one. And she smashes the mirror with it.
Oh, hold up.
Right. It's like a scene straight out of a haunted house movie.
But bolder.
Definitely bolder.
So, like, is this like the mirror is the source of all evil kind of thing?
Maybe. Honestly, the story doesn't really spell it out. But what it does tell us is that when that mirror shatters, it's not just the sound of glass breaking.
Oh no, it's like a soul-shattering scream.
Exactly. It's this deafening scream. But it's not coming from Lila.
Oh god, it's those trapped people, isn't it?
It's like their anger and fury just exploded out of that mirror. And those whispers, they get even louder, even more frantic.
She just unleashed something.
Oh, for sure.
See, this is what I was talking about. Sometimes it's better to just not know.
Right. Some doors are better left unopened.
Exactly. You start messing around with forces you don't understand. And, well, you get what you deserve.
And in this case, what Lila gets is a one-way ticket out of that cabin.
Wait, so it works. She escapes.
Yeah, I mean, the cabin door bursts open. And it's like whatever was holding her captive just lets go.
But there's a but coming, isn't there?
There's always a but in these stories. She runs back home, right? Thinks she's safe.
Yeah, that's when the other shoe drops.
Pretty much, because when she checks her phone, she gets a text message.
Okay, hold on, a text message. Who's sending her a text message at this hour?
We don't know. The story just says unknown sender.
Oh, come on, that's just cruel.
Right. And the message itself.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
That is. I hate it.
Right. Like, what are you even supposed to do with that?
And the worst part, it's not even clear if those trapped souls are actually trying to reach out for help.
Or if they're trying to lure her back to the cabin.
To drag her down with them.
Exactly. And that's how the story ends.
No way. With that cliffhanger. Yeah.
The last message, indeed.
Oh, that's just evil genius.
Right. It's like the author's saying, I'm not going to tell you what happens next. You get to sit with that unease and imagine the worst.
And that's the mark of truly great horror.
For sure. It's that lingering sense of dread, that feeling like something's not quite right, that stays with you long after you finish the story.
Exactly. It's like those creepy urban legends. The ones that make you double-check your locks at night.
Or avoid certain parts of town.
Or maybe just avoid mirrors altogether.
Especially antique ones.
Oh, God, yes, especially those.
Well, on that terrifying note.
Yeah, thanks for the nightmares.
Anytime. But seriously, folks, a huge thank you to the listener who sent in this story. You've given us all plenty to think about.
Seriously, if you see any creepy cabins in the woods, just steer clear. Words to live by. And to everyone listening, what did you think of the last message? Did Lila make the right call smashing that mirror? Let us know your thoughts because we're dying to hear your theories. Until next time, stay spooky out there, folks.